Good evening, Papua New Guinea, and welcome to a brand new episode of Business PNG. Now, with the country's new National Broadband Network already bringing improved internet speeds and reliability through service providers like Telikom, more PNG companies are expected to explore the possibility of selling goods and services online. Michelle Bird looks at the growing potential for e-commerce in PNG.
The world of business in today's new media-driven society is one that is fast-paced and constantly changing. The growth of the internet over the past 2 decades, coupled with its easy availability, has given way to growth in business around the world. Today, almost every major company, as well as the majority of small to medium businesses, have active websites that they incorporate into their daily businesses for the purpose of marketing and selling their products. The last decade has seen dozens of new websites created daily due to the ease of access.
Online shopping or electronic shopping is a form of electronic commerce, which allows consumers to buy goods and services directly from a seller over the internet using a web browser. The online shopping experience removes the physical equivalent of buying products or services at a physical shopping location, such as a shopping mall or center.
The widespread use of phones and tablets and ease of internet access through such gadgets has allowed e-shopping to become more and more popular amongst users. This has prompted retailers and auction websites to create applications for these devices.
Online shoppers commonly use a credit card in order to make payments. However, some systems allow users to create accounts for alternative payments, such as billing to mobile phones, cash upon delivery, debit cards, as well as direct debits.
There are millions of websites around the world operational for the sole purpose of buying and selling online. One of the most popular is the website eBay.com, a multi-billion-dollar business with operations localized in over 30 countries. eBay.com is an online auction and shopping website in which people and businesses buy and sell a broad variety of goods and services worldwide. Millions of apparel, decor, appliances, computers, furniture, equipment, domain names, vehicles, and other miscellaneous items are listed, bought, or sold daily on the website, and is also free to register and use. The market for electronic shopping is a growing trend in Papua New Guinea. Although the number of local shopping sites and forums are limited at the moment, many alternatives exist. These include custom-made pages on social media sites such as Facebook or Instagram. Local Market PNG is a prime example of the worldwide trend infiltrating the country. The pages were created as virtual supermarkets used by users from every walk of life to market, sell, and buy new or used products. Everyday items such as clothing, accessories, electronic gadgets, and even vehicles can be found on these pages. Many even market and sell their services on the forums, from babysitters to IT specialists and accountants. The pages also provide an avenue for SMEs who do not have websites to market and sell their products, as well as to reach a larger audience. There are many benefits to electronic shopping. These include the convenience factor. Online stores or forums are usually available 24 hours a day, and many consumers have internet access both at work and at home or through their electronic gadgets. Other establishments such as internet cafes and schools provide internet access as well. In contrast, visiting a conventional retail store requires travel. Travel costs and must take place during business hours. Trustworthy information and reviews, online stores must describe products for sale with text, photos, and multimedia files, whereas in a physical retail store, the actual product and the manufacturer's packaging will be available for direct inspection. Price and selection, another advantage of shopping online, is being able to quickly seek out deals for items or services provided by many different vendors. This can be done through local search engines and online price comparison services. Shipping costs also decrease the price advantage of online merchandise as freight prices are incurred. Along with the benefits, there are also quite a few issues that online shoppers face with every virtual transaction in Papua New Guinea. One of the biggest issues the nation faces is the high prices of internet services currently afflicting the country. Although bundled data packages exist, the costs are still significantly high for a limited amount of data. These costs affect many users, and at present home internet connections are considered a luxury as many users settle for the alternative of accessing internet through their phones and tablets. Fraud and security concerns, given the lack of ability to inspect merchandise before purchase. Consumers are at high risk of fraud than face-to-face transactions. Merchants also risk fraudulent purchases using stolen credit cards or fraudulent rejection of the online purchase. The lack of full cost disclosure may also be problematic. While it may be easy to compare the base price of an item online, it may not be easy to see the total cost up front. Additional fees such as shipping are often not visible until the final step in the checkout process. In order for electronic shopping to really take off here in the country, customers must above all have access to the internet and a valid method of payment. Generally, higher levels of education and personal income run parallel to the e-shopping process. Increased exposure to technology also increases the prospect of developing favorable attitudes towards new shopping channels. These consumers can be found generally amongst the younger demographic of the country. The tech and internet savvy Generation Y are usually more apt with the processes involved in searching for products, buying and paying for them online, and they usually have disposable income to spend.
Many companies are taking advantage of the budding e-commerce business in PNG. We look at a relatively newcomer to the block, Boss. With the increasing use of ICT products and services, business in Papua New Guinea is now taking a new direction as it slowly ventures into e-commerce. Newcomer to the budding e-commerce industry, Boss, is adamant to stay, and the company's director is motivating entrepreneurial kindred spirits from all walks of life to join the company. He said the country is transitioning from a brick-and-mortar style of business to a virtual business.
I not invented this policy, e-commerce. E-commerce is for 20 years in China and US. It's happened around the world, right? But PNG far behind on e-commerce. Some people might think that is not good, because e-commerce will bring the convenience and the benefit to people. But we saw it an opportunity. That's why we came here and we invest so much money to build this compound. And Boss was found 3 months ago.
The infrastructure for e-commerce is not even halfway there yet. No, it'll be about 5 years before it can even compare to the US or China. No, right now all the big cell phone companies, they are investing millions, try to improve the infrastructures. No. So very soon the data will be cheaper and faster. And that right there will pave the road for e-commerce, for us to succeed.
Headquartered in 9 Mile on the outskirts of Port Moresby, the company is building warehouses to store supplies that will be sold online by the online shop owners.
One of our members, the agent, posts any products on the line on Facebook. And it doesn't have to be Facebook, it could be any social media. And when the customer finds the products, he contact the agent, the business owner, and they'll contact us, the supplier, to deliver the product. And we are in discussion with the DHL to deliver the product nationwide.
Boss PNG Limited is currently recruiting interested Papua New Guineans who want to be entrepreneurs and own an online shop of their own. Business PNG had the privilege of talking to some of the eager entrepreneurs.
E-commerce, my understanding about e-commerce is, dictionary, just reading e-commerce and the definition. Never hands-on. It's something new. I'm an old dog, I'm learning,
I came across Boss through the Facebook because I created, website and also e-blogs and pages that I have interest in online business because of my experience when I was abroad with trade on eBay, Amazon, Triple Click, TradeMe, SFI, and all these other international platforms that I was, going online and do some trade or buying stuff. So when I heard about Boss establishing here, it sort of interests me to come and find out and join.
Before joining Boss, I had already been familiar with Facebook and the internet and so forth. It was part of my job. So when I got out here, I used Facebook a lot to communicate with friends and family members, even people from my same province. And so I used it to actually reach out to people of my age group and also to the young people. So it's something that is new in the country, but for me, I have been using it for quite some time. But I found that to use it just for the purpose of communication is not enough. And when the company came on board, I thought I should use it to make money, also raise some money for myself and my family. So Facebook is a way to go forward now. Yeah.
I read up the company on Facebook late last year. I was wrapping up with my last employer around October, and I saw the opportunity to be able to start my own business on Facebook. So I developed a page called Roxy Home Center, and as soon as the products arrive around next week sometime, before next month, I'll be able to sell products that Boss will be distributing to all their agents around Port Moresby and eventually nationwide.
Boss is a e-commerce company that is bringing equal opportunity to PNG through technology and by leverage. And I'm very grateful that this is opportunity to PNG citizens. So this is opportunity knocking on our door. While it's here, take it.
For the next 2-3 years' time, I believe that Boss would really uplift the living standard of most Papua New Guineans who are based in urban centers. Because not only it's about making money, but it's about improving lives. Because I understand the way they operate, the concept in which the business operates is to improve livelihoods.
Okay. Why are you so confident in Boss?
Because I'm an entrepreneur myself and I've been looking for options. And with these options, there's no barriers. I'm going to go for it. I want to be a millionaire.
A year into operation, and McRoyal Hotel in Mount Hagen is at the top of Papua New Guinea's TripAdvisor with a 4.5-star hotel. General Manager Sherry Ross says McRoyal strives to improve the tourism industry both locally and internationally. Currently, she sees the tourism and hospitality industry in PNG in dire need of improvement and believes that the industry alone can develop the country. Business PNG Correspondent Vasinatta Yama files this report from Mount Hagen.
The Western Highlands, unlike other provinces in the highlands of Papua New Guinea, is an agricultural province with tea and coffee being its main commodities. The province's vast, untouched environment and misty mountains does not contribute a lot to the tourism industry in PNG, despite being home to the famous Mount Hagen Cultural Show, an annual event that attracts tourists from all over the world. With that in mind, the owner of the McRoyal Hotel, Lexan Wantaki, hopes to improve this aspect.
On tourism-wise, I think I have to congratulate my staff, GM there, and then the staff, because they've put in a good effort in the beginning. And a few tourists came in, they went out, they word of mouth, and then they wrote reports on TripAdvisor. So as we are talking, we are rated 4.5 out of 5 star on TripAdvisor, and that is a good advertisement for us, because most of the tourists we get, they come through TripAdvisor, check out, and then they come here. And then when they come here, they say, oh, it really is a 4.5 star. Yeah.
Sherry Maglasang is the general manager of McRoyal Hotel, formerly employed at a resort in Rabaul before moving to Mount Hagen. Maglasang sees the tourism and hospitality industry in PNG as a big chunk that needs the attention of both the private and public sector.
Which means that Papua New Guinea is already there. We just need a little push. And the tourism industry, us in the hospitality, can do a very good job and a very good help. So government and private sector has to be in one. That's the only way I see that we can improve.
She said the people in the industry need to have a strong voice, better functionality, and better things to bring out to the market and attract tourists.
Tourism industry, that's a very big chunk that can actually, I feel, can help Papua New Guinea raise the ranks. The tourism, I must say, needs a lot of improvement. Like the people in the industry, the hospitality, we have to convene to agree on some things to bring in the market. We don't just leave it with the government. The private sectors has to participate, and we have to have a strong voice in this. Because to be honest, when tourists come, they don't just go for this, and that. There are things that we in the industry can help a lot. That will be better rooms, better functionality, better things. And we need to bring it out to the market. And how do we bring it out? That's a good website, which is internet. Everything right now is internet based. And that's what we have to improve on. Same with McRoyal. We're a year old and we're doing a lot of things website based. Improving our website, communicating with the people all over the world, because we have had a lot of inquiries. I mean, people from where, like Micronesia and these things, I didn't expect these people coming here, but for them to call us, I think that's pretty awesome.
McRoyal Hotel gives growth to the tourism and hospitality sector in Western Highlands Province. The hotel reception and dining area was once a family home, and the hotel's accommodation was once the hardware house. It was converted into a hotel because of the vacant building.
I had no forward plan about hotel. I don't know hotel industry. I'm not a hotelier. I get involved in timber, hardware, and building construction. The reason why this thing came about was we had our hardware there and the machinery shop there, and then this used to be our living house. But we found space to go into town on hardware and all this stuff. So what we did was we removed the things to the hardware in town, and then we had another space on the highway, so we moved timber and all this stuff out. And then I was thinking, what am I going to do with all these ghost buildings here? Because in here, it's a little bit in. We had to bring the things out to where the people were. So we had this ghost building and we had that ghost building, and I was sitting down and thinking, you know, until we decided that I asked the family if we can throw this house in. Then they said, what for? I'm thinking, let's do a hotel.
McRoyal is not only contributing to the hospitality industry, but have goals to promote health and fitness in the province.
McRoyal wants to improve in that aspect, wherein we will be building more rooms, better rooms, and to complement that, we will have our own, not just a pool, not just the plain pool, but this is somewhere kids can enjoy. This is a pool where you have a jacuzzi in it. This is a pool where you can do the slide and just, have fun. This is a pool where you have a swim-up bar, and you don't have that here. This is a place where you can also, this expansion will bring health. We're trying to promote health. We will have a very good gym, a big one, where people can come and do their thing, just basic things.
Meanwhile, the tourism and hospitality industry in PNG is growing at an unstable rate. Madang province used to be a major tourist destination in PNG in the 90s and mid-2000s. Today, there are currently a high number of criminal activities that occur daily. The PNG Tourism Promotional Authority offered packages such as trekking, diving, cultural experiences, sightseeing, fishing and birdwatching, while developing other products.
And that's all from us tonight. For more business news, if you would like to view this episode again, visit MTV Online at the URL at the bottom of the screen. Or for up-to-the-minute business news and updates, like our page on Facebook or follow us on the Twitter handle at Business PNG. Until next week, have a pleasant evening. I'm Leanne Jarari, and this was Business PNG.